In 2020, the Secretary of State's office received a record 171,000 applications for businesses in Ohio.
Yeah, starting up a new business with the pandemic going on. I mean, can you imagine? It is no easy task. Maury Fontanez, a purpose coach and the CEO of founder of 822 Group. I hope I got it right there, Maury, is here to talk with us this morning. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, all right. So what are the common pitfalls that new entrepreneurs are running into during the pandemic, and how do they avoid them?
You know, there's so much involved in starting and running your own business, particularly in this era. I think the one that I'm seeing the most, which is where I come in usually, is forgetting why you did it in the first place, forgetting your own personal purpose, but also the purpose of that business. And that means, what am I doing for the customer or for my employees, and why am I doing it? And leaving that at the forefront of all of your actions and decision making consistently.
Okay, we know it's a challenge during this time. How to use your natural strengths to build success, especially right now?
Yeah, and that goes back to getting really busy and forgetting to go double down on the reason that you started the business. You are really good at something. You have passion for something, and that's why you've started a business. So using your natural strengths means always centering around what is it that I know I'm naturally good at, which means you don't have to try very hard. It comes to you naturally. I think one of the myths that we believe is that if we are successful, it has to come in a difficult way. And that's not always true. You could be successful with what you're good at, what your purpose is. So whatever comes to you naturally, lean into those strengths and make sure they're present in your environment and in the way that you're leading and running your company.
Well, during the pandemic, you know, a lot of companies have had to let employees go for various reasons. And so that may encourage somebody who's just lost a job, maybe transitioning out of a corporate job to maybe, hey, I want to be my own boss. I want to start my own business. So what do you think they need to know as they make this jump?
First of all, I love that, because what it tells me is that people are taking matters into their own hands, which is exactly what we want to see. And I think the thing to remember is that failure is your friend, that when you start, you're not going to be perfect. And a lot of us that are entrepreneurs are type A's. We want to be perfect. It's okay if we make mistakes. That's how we learn to be better. That's how we learn to listen better to the people who need us and need our business. So just use those mistakes and those failures as growth opportunities, and don't be so hard on yourself.
Exactly. You can't keep up. You got to persevere. What do you think should be at the heart of all of your business decisions?
Your purpose and your values. Why are you doing it? What is your behavior going to look like when you're acting with your purpose? And how are you going to keep consistent to that, even when the pressures from outside want to ask you to act differently? How do you really stay clear to your North Star always?
Well, we see why you're so good at what you do. You've inspired me. But I want to stay right here and keep doing what I'm doing because I'm happy. But anyway, thank you, Maury Fontanez, the CEO and founder of the 822 Group or 822 Group. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
A new warning.